Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be quite an interesting video. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to juggle everything. Now it's no secret that a lot of you guys have kids, you have another job, you have all these things going on and you're trying to run your Etsy business at the same time. You're probably like, Steph, I'm just crazy. I can't even find 2 minutes to update my SEO. Well, I'm here to help you, okay? So the first thing I want to do before we get into this is like this video, leave a comment below with your Etsy shop. I would love to see it. And also do not forget to subscribe to this video. But the very first thing that we are going to do, okay, and you might want to grab a pen and paper. In fact, please do grab a pen and paper. The very first thing that you want to do is essentially shadow yourself for a week, okay? This is something that I do probably like 1 week out of every month will I literally shadow myself, which means I will create a time log. So let's say, I mean, I'm only going to do like a couple of things, but let's say Monday, and between 8 and 8:30 you are making breakfast, right? And I know this isn't going to be accurate for a lot of you, but let's just pretend it is. Between 8:35 and 9, you are doing the school run. School starts late in my world, clearly. And let's say between 9, 10 and 10, you are getting fuel. Let's just say that it was a busy day at the petrol station. Then let's say like you have a day off maybe from your job or whatever else, and you're thinking, okay, well I'm gonna just sit and read a book. I'm gonna sit and read a book. And then you're thinking, well, okay, I'm gonna do 11:01 to 11:30. I'm gonna watch a Handmade Bosses video. And then let's say, for example, that you think, yeah, I should really like clean up, like it's really getting messy around here. This is completely made up, by the way, guys. 11:31 to 1:30, you are cleaning. And then, just carry on basically like that, right? So make sure that you do that for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just go all the way down your week and write everything down. It might help to put like a shortcut in your phone, have like a Google Drive doc, or just literally like a pen and paper, a notepad that you carry around with you. Make sure to be as accurate as you can. The very next stage is right at the end of the week, you want to look back at your entire week, and this is where things get scary. So you want to create categories, right? So let's say housework, you have got to look through all of your tasks and bunch them and group them together. So you've got housework, you've got meal prep, you've got driving, you've got learning and all of that type of thing. Just carry all the way down. And let's say, for example, that housework, you're spending 6 hours a week, meal prep, you're doing 4 hours a week, driving is like 3 hours a week, learning is 1 hour a week. That's just for example. So you just got to go through and group all of the tasks that you're doing. And before I go any further, boss, please make sure to do this because it will really help you. Trust me. A lot of bosses in the Handmade Bosses Success Academy do this and get like 6 hours a week back each time they do this. So honestly, it's really amazing. So you want to go through and do all of this. And basically you just want to sit with the categories and be like, am I happy spending 6 hours a week on housework? Am I happy doing 4 hours a week on meal prep? Okay, and just sit with that, all right? Now, the next step of this is actually getting down to it. Clear, automate. It's very hard to do that, to write this at this angle. Outsource, delegate. Now, of course, you do have the option just to leave it as it is. Like if you're like, well, Steph, like the 30 minutes a week I spend on brushing the dog, I'm not really all that bothered on. That's fine. But Bosses, we've been having some really great conversations in today's video. However, I'm here to tell you about this. This is called your conversion rate, and I've actually made for you in the description box below a free 90-minute conversion rate masterclass. So I'm just going to quickly explain to you in 1 minute why this is important. Okay. So this is your Etsy shop and these are your customers. So let's say that you get 100 customers into your store and you have a 1% conversion rate. That means you get one sale, and roughly that's going to be about $30 to £30. But what happens when we increase that conversion rate to 2%, 3% and above? This suddenly doubles, triples, quadruples without you having to change anything. Now, getting customers into your store costs time, effort, and money. But what if you didn't have to change this, you didn't have to change your shop, all you had to change was this conversion rate? That is what I'm going to be teaching you in today's masterclass. So whether you're a newbie or a seasoned Etsy shop owner, get yourself down below and register for that masterclass so you can increase this number. Back to the video. But for each of these and these, just look at where you can do any of these 4 things. Clear it off your plate. You know, do you really need to be polishing the window glass twice a week? Probably not, right? Or let's say that you're looking at something and you're thinking, I need to automate that. Maybe it could be marketing emails. You know, maybe it can be something that you are trying to do yourself in order to save some money, but actually what you're doing is that you're just wasting your own time, which is money at the end of the day, right? And let's say that you're looking at something and you're saying, my social media scheduling, I either need to outsource that, automate it, whatever. Like, just really look at that and say, do I want to be doing that? Is that 2 hours a week that I can be getting back somewhere else? Okay, yes, it is. Or delegate. Could you write a list and say, okay, you know, here's a member of the family, your job is to hoover and mop. Here's another member of the family, their job is to wash the dishes and clean the kitchen sides. All of this type of thing, right? As business owners, sometimes we can be quite control freaky. I'm the same. And you just naturally want to take on responsibility of a lot of things in your life. But is there anything that you can delegate, that you can get someone else to do in your life? And just go through all of these things. And you might even find that actually you can combine some of them. For example, watching a Handmade Bosses video, you can combine that with the school run, right? All of my videos, they don't have swearing in, so you know, it's a family friendly watch, right? So maybe you can combine those two and actually save yourself some time. Something that I do is that when I'm out for my kind of like daily walk, which I do just to get outside and get the inspiration flowing, I will put a book on, or I'll put a podcast on, or I'll put something on that I would have otherwise spent time to do, okay? So can you combine some of these things? You know, it could be reading a book and making breakfast. You know, maybe you get it on an audio book and you listen to it whilst you're making breakfast. Therefore, you're essentially cutting that out of your day, okay? So basically, go through your entire week. Now, on average, like I said, bosses that do this save on average 6 hours a week. The very next step to this is to be like, right, I've saved myself 6 hours a week. Yes. How am I going to spend that now? Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to save yourself 6 hours a week and then go and waste that doing something else, okay? So let's say that you go, well, my SEO could do with some work. I'm going to spend 2 hours on SEO. And then you might say, yeah, but my photos need some updating as well. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 of those hours taking new photos. And maybe you spend 1 hour writing 3 blogs, and then maybe you do like 1 hour scheduling out social media. Let's just put that out there. Now, there's a whole other exercise that I could go through for your business and the best way to like spend the hours in your day. But another layer to this is, for example, if you are in the Handmade Bosses Successor Academy, we actually encourage you guys to work out an hourly rate that you are worth, that you pay yourself. So let's say, for example, that you pay yourself £20 an hour working in your business, all right? Now, let's say that you are spending 2 hours a week scheduling your social media. That's £40 a week your business is essentially spending to employ you to do that task. You could always hire a virtual assistant for less money, or you could even just automate it using tools like Later that could be like £10 a month or something like that. So let's say that you're spending £20 a week on paying someone to schedule your social media stuff. You know, could their expertise be better spent somewhere else? So let's say you're spending like, you know, 2 hours a week, that's like £40. Could you look at them and say, you know what, you're really good at doing this, I'm going to put you on to doing that. So the minute you kind of start to look at this, you start to appreciate that actually you are an employee of your business. It doesn't matter how you have sorted out your company, whether you're a sole trader, LLC, limited company. We're just kind of looking at this from a time and money perspective, okay? So guys, I really hope this was helpful, and keep going towards your goals, boss, because only you can make those special creations that the world absolutely needs. And if you want some help selling those creations, then I have saved you a spot in my free masterclass, the 3-step framework to increase your Etsy sales by skyrocketing your conversion rate. The link for that will be in the boxy box below. But for now, guys, let me know in the comments below. Like, I want to know, give me your number. How many hours have you saved this week by doing this? But guys, I will catch you in the next video. Bye, everyone.